All right, so get this. You're a boss at a company, unnamed company for right now, just for privacy reasons. Covering it on my shirt here, so, and no, it's not McDonald's. Imagine this, you're a boss and you notice your employee is looking a little faint, pretty pale in the face, and they're gripping the counter like it is the last thing on earth that's going to save their life. And you walk up to them and you're like, hey, are you okay? And they say, I need to sit down. They go sit down and they start telling you that they can't see, you can barely hear, their face is numb, and that you might need to call 911. What is your reaction in that point? Because I'll tell you this, I probably wouldn't have the best reaction to that. I probably wouldn't handle that situation too well. I'd probably just call right then and there, whether or not it was said it needed to be done. But I was that employee today. I had a blood sugar issue today, actually, that I didn't even know I could have. I was standing there at my till, and all of a sudden, I just feel like I'm going to pass out. And so I start gripping the counter, and one of my coworkers comes up to me and he says, hey man, are you okay? And I'm like, no, I'm not. I really need to go sit down. I'll go sit down in the back room, and I can barely see at this point. My vision is just completely whiting out. My ears are ringing, my face is numb, and like my balance is just completely off. My face is cold, just all sorts of messed up. At this point, I think I'm having some sort of like, I don't know, like a cardiac arrest or a stroke or something. I know it doesn't really happen in younger people, but I mean, hell, I don't know what the hell was going on. It never happened to me before. And this is one of my first days on the job. It's only my second day working here. So, yeah. And I was working I think it was an 8 hour or a 9 hour shift. I was working 8 to 5. And I had a 1 hour lunch and I hadn't gotten to my lunch yet. Well, my big mistake is that I did not eat breakfast. I did not eat dinner. And I did not drink anything like a Monster beforehand. And I ended up having my blood sugar get way too low. Now, I'm not a diabetic or anything, but having too low a blood sugar in anybody is going to make you sick. And that's exactly what happened to me. And I was out of commission for probably a good 30 minutes today. And I was able to realize what it was. My boss was able to help me. Didn't have to go to the hospital or anything. I just sat down, drank some water, got myself a candy bar and something to drink, and I was good. Got back to work. But that's something you guys should all be aware about when you're doing this stuff, is that when you're starting your first job as a young person, you need to be very careful about that. Make sure you eat a good breakfast beforehand, especially if you have some sort of anxiety thing. So, yeah, be safe out there, guys.